Alright, so I'm in my bathroom shooting this video because I really had to make sure the kids were very much asleep. Camera's gonna be a little shaky because I don't have anything propped up on in here. No, I'm not using the bathroom. So, I have this dilemma. My family, we are atheist. I grew up Catholic. I switched to paganism when I was younger, to Wiccan, and then I left that and I didn't know what I believed in, and then I became an atheist. Still am. I still have some pagan ways. I don't really believe in a God per se, but I believe in the elements and stuff like that, and I'm gonna stop. I'm not gonna get into all that. I'm probably already gonna get backlash for saying that much. But I have a dilemma. As a Catholic kid, both me and my husband, we both grew up Catholic. We both believed in Santa Claus and the Easter Bunny and the Tooth Fairy and all that stuff. And I wanted to make sure my daughter was, she believed in those, and, both kids, and they had fun and with all of it and everything. But I'm getting to the point where it's like, why? We don't believe in it. We celebrate Christmas and spring and Easter and stuff more for seasonal and family time than for actual religious purposes, because we are religious. We celebrate Christmas like it's a family holiday, changing seasons to winter and all that stuff, and then Easter we celebrate as a spring festival, and there's a few others that we do. I can't think of anything right now. That we celebrate the equinoxes and things like that. Well, at least I do. I still do, because it's hard to let go of. I still very much believe in the seasons and the elements and stuff like that. The season, of course I believe in the seasons. Let's do it. But anyway, I let my kids believe in fairies because you're gonna see I'm crazy, but I believe in fairies in different realms and things like that too. How can you believe in that if you're atheist? Well, I'm not saying the elements and the seasons and the fairies aren't real. I'm saying there's no higher power. I don't believe in a higher power. But anyways, I will get to my point. I almost want to tell my kids there's no Santa Claus, and there's no Easter Bunny, and there's no Tooth Fairy, and it's all me, and it's all Daddy. And more, not because, they get all the, the things. The Easter Bunny gets all the things for Easter, and the Santa Claus gets all the things for the awesome Christmas gift. It's more like, how do I explain to my kids? They've been trying for the past couple weeks to explain, what is the Easter Bunny have to do with Easter? And I've tried telling her the truth, that it was a pagan holiday thing and it changed to a Christian one, and it's really hard to explain to a 6-year-old why the Easter Bunny leaves eggs, why the Easter Bunny even comes. She knows about God and Jesus and things like that from my parents and from my husband's parents and things. I've tried explaining it to her in layman's terms, like as a story. That Jesus was a good man and there's a book about him, just like all the other books. Is a story. That's how we explain it. But explaining the Easter Bunny is hard one. Santa Claus is easy because I have this awesome movie and book by Frank L. Baum, who also wrote The Wizard of Oz, and it's very element based. The elements, you know, look it up. It's a really good book. I'll put a link in the description. The description of it on Amazon says it's pagan based, but it's kind of funny. But it's a way to explain the Santa story. Santa's a really cool guy, and he helps out kids, and he leaves them gifts as thank yous, you know, for being a good kid and not being a bad kid, and helping other kids out. And that's what he does, and that's what we take. But Santa is, you know, this really great giving guy, and we want to emulate him. But how to explain the bunny, the Easter bunny? I still haven't quite figured that one out. And I was this close to just telling her it doesn't exist. It's fake, but it's really hard, you know, to take that away from her. I even asked her, what if I told you Easter bunny wasn't real? And she goes, Easter bunny's real. Like, she's like, you're crazy, Mom. Easter bunny's totally real. It's like, all right, fine. I mean, we believe in fairies, and we believe in the weirdest stuff. like fairies and dragons and all of that I believe in. I'm a total geek nerd. I'm gonna believe in mythical creatures. They're totally real to me. So, but they're explainable to me. Explaining the Easter bunny is really hard from an atheist point of view. Like, even from a Christian point of view, how do you explain the Easter bunny? If you have a great explanation, leave it for me in the comments. Please do not write any negative comments. I will delete them. I'm not going to argue with anybody. I'm going to ignore it. I'm not going to put up with it. If you know me, don't call me blah, blah, blah. I don't want to hear it. I have my beliefs. You know it if you know me. But the Tooth Fairy is probably going to stick around because she's a fairy. But Easter Bunny, I'm still not sure about. I'm really having trouble figuring out how to explain it. And next year is going to be even worse because she's going to, you know, all her friends are going to influence her. And, you know, I've already got people influencing her that are family, you know. And I don't want anybody to influence her at this age. I want her to make her own religious decisions. I don't even want to influence her. I want to put it out there. I want to explain what things are and let her decide what she wants to believe in. So explaining Easter is the hardest one. Even the actual, like, Easter, Christian Easter, it's really hard to explain to a kid that some guy comes back to life. Like, what? Explaining the pagan version of it is a little hard because she's like, she gets things confused. Multiple gods are confusing to her. One god makes sense because everybody else around her believes in it. Mommy and Daddy believe in science, she says. So it's hard to, Easter is a hard one. I'm going to stop ranting now and I'm going to go. Just leave comments. Nothing negative, please. I'm not going to pay attention to it. But what do you do if you're an atheist parent? What do you do? Like, how do you do Easter? Do you do Easter? How do you do it? How do you explain to your children when they're little? If you don't do it, like, how do you explain to them everybody else is doing it, why aren't we? It's more of a Christmas thing because Easter's easy to avoid, but yeah, just leave me a comment.